Tata Steel is one of the world's most high-tech and future-oriented manufacturers, creating and nurturing a vast ecosystem of groundbreaking programs using cutting-edge technology, innovation in materials, and new home solutions. At Tata Steel, curiosity is a virtue, and this year it was embodied by a record 4,500 students that participated in Steel-a-thon 2019, Tata Steel's annual business challenge for B-School students. This year's challenge was presided over by a three-member jury with Tata Steel's Vice President Steel, Marketing and Sales Piyush Gupta, Vice President HRM Suresh Dutt Tripathi, and Chief Group HR and Chief Diversity Officer Atrey S. Sanyal.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your host Muskan Chaudhary, and I extend a warm welcome to all of you to Tata Steel-a-thon Season 6. Steel-a-thon is Tata Steel's annual campus challenge for premier business schools of India, where students submit their innovative solutions on live management problems. Today, we complete 6 years of this glorious journey. This season, we witnessed the highest number of responses. More than 4,000 students with over 1,400 teams responded to cases from marketing and sales, corporate and digital strategy, CSR, HRM, and supply chain. We have a record submission by 600 plus teams from 22 Premier B schools. Isn't that fabulous? And without any further ado, now, ladies and gentlemen, I would request Ms. Sanyal to come onto the stage to give the welcome address.
Hello and good morning. Tata Steel is all about warmth, culture, speed, differentiation. So I keep telling people within the organization and outside that Tata Steel is almost like 20 organizations put together. I can tell you one thing, that the kind of opportunity, the kind of freedom to try and fail, and the kind of pathways that this organization lays down for you is something which is unparalleled, and you cannot understand a family till you enter this family. It is all about bonds, it's all about relationships, and it's all about success by holding each other's hand. Hope to hear from each one of you, and waiting to see the innovative solutions that you come up with today for all of us. Thank you.
And then, it was time for the Steel-a-thon challenge to begin with the participation of 15 teams in total at the grand finale held in Kolkata. The challenge started with the fiery foreign traders from IIFT who took the stage with their presentation on knocking at the consumer's door at the right time.
Very good morning to one and all present here. On the onset, we realized that Tata Steel would like to move away from the cyclic dependency, and so the SNS vertical becomes important for the strategy going forward. So we say Pravesh to tomorrow.
From our primary research, we also formed a customer journey wherein we analyzed for both the segments, that is B2C and B2B, wherein we analyzed that there is a significant difference between the actual entry point and the ideal entry point. We then also analyzed the digital presence of Tata Pravesh with some of the other players, and we found the fact that despite of the fact that Tata Pravesh has a good follower base on the social media platforms, the engagement was significantly low when compared to other players. So from here, we come to the points that we need to focus more on region-wise strategies and come up with more vernacular marketing communication.
Yeah, with that, we would like to end our presentation. Thank you so much.
Next, it was time for Team Khwab from IIM Raipur to take the stage with a presentation on the search of new materials.
So, good afternoon to one and all present here. We, Team Khwab from IIM Raipur, are here to present our case on corporate strategy and communications in search of new materials.
The recent focus of government into building of new bridges, construction of bridges, new railway coaches has brought about an increase in imports of composite material from China, Southeast Asia and Europe.
We would be going very aggressively to the market with a value proposition of low cost, high quality composites. And with an integrated unit producing at around 120 to 30% of the capacity, we would want to imbibe the product into mind of each and every individual. So this is all from our side. We hope that the whatever ideas that we are projecting would help Tata Steel in diving into the composite industry.
In terms of your pricing strategy, why have you looked at only import substitution? Why can't you charge premiums?
So because when we talk about the forward integration and backward integration, the tariff arbitrage could not be incorporated there. So
But there are a number of options available like branding and distribution, what you've done in steel and other places.
Yeah. So because there is most of the players in India who are procuring composites, they are procuring from the imports. So they are having an import price in hand. If the market would be very much domestically driven, then we would have gone for the forward and backward integration.
Next, Team Steal the Steel from IIM Shillong presented their take on embracing digital in communication.
We would like to walk you through our approach in finding the solution to the problem at hand. With stakeholder ecosystem as large and diverse as we see in Tata Steel, it is becoming increasingly challenging to cater to the different communication needs and preferences for all the stakeholders.
Understanding the current scenario, we, the makers of tomorrow, have realized that communication today needs to be digitally transformed, and hence are very proud to present before you our digital solution, Tata Steel 360. Building a better today, tomorrow and forever.
Now this solution will be signed as a contract between TCS and Tata Steel, where TCS will be providing the costing, the investment, the implementation, the usage, and finally the maintenance of the solution.
This is basically a website that we have created, which is a prototype of whatever we have discussed so far. The homepage basically has a chat option as well, and ideally there would be a login that would lead the different stakeholders to their particular homepage, managing the orders through ERP integration, and a product catalog that will help customers see what is up and new in the market, and a feedback to help them instantly provide what they feel about the service that they've got. Thank you so much for the opportunity. This is the tomorrow that we are looking forward, and we have no doubts in believing that Tata Steel would be the one to start such revolutions. Thank you.
After several high-energy presentations from participating teams, it was time for Team Third Degree from SIBM Pune to present on developing a go-to market strategy for kitchen modules.
So the last time I went back home, I saw my mother having difficulty in fetching items from the lower drawers in the kitchen. And doing that on a repeated basis made her develop back problems. So at that point in time, I couldn't figure out what I could do to help her. But through this case study and considering that Tata Steel is a pioneer in bringing change to the society, we have a wonderful opportunity to bring in innovations to the kitchen, which could solve the problems which people face in their day-to-day lives and the problems which have not been addressed yet.
Leveraging on the brand triangle that we have, so we already know that Tata Steel has a great brand equity in the market. Also, it has established channel partners, so we will be leveraging these two facts to bring in our unique benefits to our customers. And finally, our main target is to give the customers a very customizable kitchen. At the same time, it would also give them a lot of convenience around working in that kitchen.
For the P&L breakup, after considering all the costs, we are achieving an EBITDA of 12.98% in the first year. So, thank you, sir.
So in the past, when we launched this whole program, we wanted to showcase the new face of Tata Steel in the campuses. And our idea was that when they work on real life cases, they would come into work and start to see that these are real problems which the company is facing. And this news would travel back as more as a word of mouth back to their campuses through their alumni circles. And sure enough, that's what has happened. Our past 5 seasons, we've got people who have started to work in Tata Steel. They carry back good reviews of the program and the work which we do, and they go on to become the mentors or the buddies to the next season participants.
This is a platform where we connect with the campuses and B schools. So we have live projects, and we give these live projects to the students. They come in different teams. So these are something exciting projects that the students who are in the B school, they get it. They get a live kind of experience on a practical problem, which is real problem in the organization. So they have a background of academics, they know, they have knowledge, they come, they apply that knowledge, find solution. And in this is a platform that we have created, in which we also, the top teams which come, we select them.
One invaluable experience for students at Steel-a-thon is the chance to solve real-world problems at Tata Steel while getting mentored by the company's senior management and also getting a placement interview at the steel giant. Next on stage to test their business acumen was Team Pravega from FMS Delhi with a presentation for Tata Pravesh products called Knocking at the Consumer's Door at the Right Time.
So looking at the market, it's at a 1.25 billion USD size. It has actually, it's growing at a CAGR of 10%. So there's a market, there's a great number of people in it. So marketing communication begins with understanding what the customer has to say first. So we tried to approach possible customers and what they felt about steel doors. People believe that steel doors are heavy, that they'd be costly, that they'd be having rust-related issues, probably less variety, and they have a lot of superstitions related to them. If you realize, most of the homes in India have two doors. One, a wooden door, and a steel door to protect the whole door. So what the solution that we have, or the basic communication that we should go for is, you do not need two, you just need one steel door, which does not compromise on the safety and bring upon more aesthetic value of the product. And this would be something of matter of prestige for the biggest target group, that is a Tier 2 and Tier 3 city, who wants to show off their home, and the home is a prestige issue for them.
And finally, we need to conduct ATL activities followed by creation of SAMs for major B2B players like Mahindra Lifespaces. Thank you.
Good comprehensive stuff. Few things come to my mind. How many cities are you going after?
Actually, we want to target the top 25 growing cities in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 market, because we believe that they'd be fitting in our target segments.
Why B2B? Have you seen the comparison of the profits which Tata Steel makes on B2B Pravesh doors versus B2C Pravesh doors?
As of now, sir, we've not had the volumes, but when actually we had initiative of talking with Mahindra Lifespaces manager, and the price actually quoted to him was the same as a normal B2C person. So he was like, one of the points that we identified was lack of discount was from there also. He was not offered discount even if he was a B2B customer. So I expect that the margin made there also is probably the same if the price being quoted is same. If the dealer is actually being eliminated there, so the 5% of dealer commission is saved on that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Finally, after 14 intense presentations over the grand finale of Steel-a-thon 2019, Team The Think Floyd from Mica took the stage with Knocking at the Consumer's Door at the Right Time.
So in order to build a strategy to actually knock at the consumer's door at the right time, we did a mix of primary and secondary research. We wanted to understand who is it that we're selling the product to. And this is where our major understanding came. So the buyer and the consumer are two very different people. Your buyers are typically your contractor, dealers, builders, institutional developers like your Rahejas, DLF, etc. While the consumers are actually people who buy Tata Pravesh doors and windows to install in their home.
For Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities, TV, print and radio come as very natural choices. For tier 1 cities, due to high digital penetration, digital becomes a very important channel as well.
So in the act stage where you go into the registry offices and all that, one major act is actually the act of buying or inquiring at the distribution outlet, the dealer outlet.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that? Because I saw that missing.
Around the registry, the registry offices that we will be choosing will be the ones that are around a 2-kilometer radius of a Tata Pravesh door dealer. When we'll be handing out the BTL material, there will be the address. We'll also have a QR code to actually locate them on Google Maps. So that is something that we could not cover due to the length of the presentation, but that was the thought behind it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's call upon Mr. Piyush Gupta onto the stage to say a few words.
I also want to say thanks because I know how tough it is to work while you are pursuing your MBA program, whether it is second year or first year. The fact that you pulled out time from your schedule to study about the case, about the situation, about Tata Steel, it means a lot to us at Tata Steel. It's also very relevant for you all to know that these are not standard cases which we subject Steel-a-thon challenge to. Every year, managers in Tata Steel, they design these cases as the real problems. So whether it is ore or coal or the Pravesh door challenge are all real challenges which we are facing, and we really don't have an answer. The presentations which you all did, the ideas which you gave will serve as an important fodder for all of us. And the managers at Tata Steel will be big beneficiaries of it. And those who would go on to join Tata Steel, I can only say that if you get a chance to work, you can actually implement whatever you said today. Thank you very much for being part of Steel-a-thon 2019, and all the very best.
And with that, it was time for the esteemed jury to go on stage at the Steel-a-thon 2019's grand finale in Kolkata and felicitate the night's big winners.
First and foremost, the second runners-up. Luckily for us, we have two teams taking the place of the second runner-up. And announcing the first team, it is Steel from IIM Shillong. Case study embracing digital in communication. And also taking the place of the second runner-up is Team Khwa from IIM Raipur. Hearty congratulations to all of you. The first runner-up tonight is Team Pravega, knocking consumer door at the right time. It's time to announce the winner tonight. The winner this evening is the team, the Pink Floyd. Can we call all the winners up on stage?
this was a format that I was totally unaware of, coming up with brainstorming and coming up with a full solution for an actual business case which the company is actually, a problem which the company is actually facing at the first year level. This was an extremely new experience for us, and on top of that, winning it was something unbelievable.
Coming from the college, from 1400 teams all over India, going to the wildcard round, winning the wildcard round, and after coming here and attaining a position of second runners-up, it's quite a dream come true for us. It has been quite an extensive experience for us because we have toiled day to day, around 14 to 15 days of sleepless night, collecting data from here and there, and reaping it, and finally converting them into a particular PPT was quite a challenging task for us.
We extremely loved the whole journey we had through Tata Steel, and the way we went through the wild round and whatever inputs we got from the judges there, we tried and implement it for the grand finale. And I think that this kind of experience you will not get. You will not get to talk to CXOs, CMOs and VPs straight ahead, and they will tell you that this is wrong with you. And the kind of experience these people have, it's an amazing experience, absolutely amazing.
I think what helped us the most in sort of, going beyond the line and winning the case was that all four of us individually tried to step into the shoes of what the judges would be expecting from us, which helped us a lot in delving very deep into the case and identifying the key areas that need to be addressed.
We had a lot of fun in the process. We spoke to a lot of people from the industry and gained a lot of insights. And from that, we were able to come up with our ultimate solution, which our communication pitch actually was received an overwhelming response. So that is something we are particularly proud of.
To people who want to participate in Tata Steel-a-thon, I would say that go deeper, research more, and try to get more insights from all the stakeholders.
I would suggest that be very thorough whatever you're putting into your slides, right? Because you have to develop that thought process that goes behind it, right? Because the leaders, they will be having 20 to 30 years experience, and so be very thorough whatever you're going to put it, because the questions will be put on that.
Stay on your toes. Be as aspirational as you can get about it, and try not to limit yourself through any other thing that you might have learned in your class. Be optimistic and really enjoy, have fun along the way.